Cow-calf producers in all regions of the country have seen widely variable forage supplies over the last year. In some places, hay crops have had too much moisture, and for others, drought conditions limited forage availability and quality in the pasture. So, given that variability, how do you keep your cows in condition year-round? We have some insight as Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brian Baxter visits South Carolina.
South Carolina is a good place to raise cattle with the potential for year-round grazing. But last year's hay crop was of poor quality, and a dry fall resulted in a lack of winter forage. So for cow-calf producers in the state, there was a clear need to provide sustained nutrition to their cows.
The Super Licks worked really well for us. We saw through the winter, we were short on grass. Went into the winter with very little surplus grass. We had a dry fall here. And the Super Licks, I think, helped maintain the body score on the mama cows, the brood cows. And it saved us on some hay. And it also saved on the forage that we did have that was accessible to the cattle.
They did real well on the blocks. We were a little concerned, or I was, that the body score was going to be off. But as we got them on the accuration block, and you know the grass was there and the block stayed there all the time, the body score came up some. And then when we got ready for breeding season, everything was good to go. The accuration block was there, and the body condition was there, and the breeding went real well.
Following a sustained nutrition program, keeping the Super Licks available year-round, you know, that's going to be their least cost per head per day as far as being able to feed a cow for a year's time period. You know, most of our customers probably average a quarter a day per head per day as far as feeding a cow, when, you know, if they let the cow drop in body condition score, it's going to cost them 3 times that at least for that cow to recover in a 60-day period, and they could have missed their calving window, or, you know, there's numerous things that could happen from that, and that's costing them money if that's their livelihood and the way they're making their money.
In fact, Purina research shows that keeping cows in good body condition year-round is essential for the health of the calf and to allow faster breed back for the cow.
The body condition of the cow is extremely important, and we drive to and work with producers like Randy to have the cows in a 6 condition score, like all these that are behind me are 6s. Fat in the tail head, fat in the brisket, no ribs showing, good muscle, shoulders and hindquarters round across the top of the back. At calving, no less than a 5.5, 1 rib showing when you turn your bull in, your AI, your embryo transfer, and no less than a 5 when you wean.
It does make a difference that you can see, and the big thing is, I keep going back to body score. I think that is one of the big things that you notice right off, is the condition of the cattle. With your Purina products, I have definitely seen better body scores, easier breed back.
With Purina's sustained nutrition approach and intake modifying technology, whether delivered at a lick tank, in a tub, or a block, the cow is able to take advantage of available forage, but at the same time is able to snack eat on the supplement when it's needed.
So they don't camp on the feeder, they'll be out grazing like you see the cattle behind me doing, and they're using the greatest resource that this farmer or rancher has. Our job is to get as much of this grass and or hay through the cattle and feed less supplement, not more. And that's what we're able to do. So that's the first thing they see. Then after that, that's when they begin to see the performance factors. We see cows in better body condition through time.
For example, in the last 6 weeks or so, we have had nothing but hot, dry weather here. And the cattle will go by and lick those tanks a little bit, and then go on off and graze a little bit, come back, lick those tanks. And I think that helps keep the nutrition, or the plane of nutrition, up where it is, so that the animal can continue to grow and put on weight and produce a good calf.
Welcome back. We've been talking about the value of sustained nutrition for your cow herd. Now let's return to South Carolina for more.
Sustained nutrition is being able to provide the cow, not only after she calves, but when that calf's in utero, what she needs 24/7, 365. With our IM technology, we offer a sustained nutrition program where when forage is more than adequate, intake is very, very low to zero. When forage begins to decline in quality, so that we have the same nutritional program going to that cow that has the calf in utero or is fixing to calve or then calves, and forage goes down in quality, intake will go up to meet the difference of what that cow needs that the grass or hay can't meet. So it provides a 24/7, 365 access to the right nutritional profile to provide sustained nutrition through time to get what that producer needs, and that's more live calves on the ground coming quicker that weigh more.
Another key factor in keeping cows productive is mineral nutrition. These South Carolina producers believe in the value of providing ready access to mineral nutrition year-round.
The Wind and Rain was the first product that I used, and it has definitely improved the conception rate, and we give a lot of that success in shortening the breeding season to the minerals that we're using.
We have here in South Carolina, we have a good bit of trouble with horn flies. They can get real bad, and through the Wind and Rain tubs and the minerals, we have good control, and the cows, the flies, we don't have a problem. I mean, you can ride by here in the summer when it's good and hot and the cows are out grazing and they're not bunched all up, they're just grazing and happy as they can be.
Whether it's Wind and Rain mineral or a sustained nutrition AccuRation program, behind it all is the value of thorough Purina cattle nutrition research.
You know, to be able to go to a farm and share a recommendation to a cattle producer about a product, a Wind and Rain Storm Mineral or one of the IM Tech products, again, I've got the confidence and know that, again, based on our research and the history we have with those products performing, that it'll work. It just flat out works.
With feeding their products and with the Wind and Rain and the storm and anything, our cattle seem to do more of what they're supposed to do. They breed back well, they calve well, they raise some good calves, and it just is, everything's just better. It's just simpler.
Using these technologies and providing sustained nutrition is the name of the game. Randy basically fed his cows on Superlix for about a quarter head a day through that time period. I would challenge a producer to feed that cheap. And it's something that he didn't even have to feed every day. I mean, this is something you leave out and the cows access, and at a quarter of a head a day, that's about what we were able to do. There's a significant return on investment of that because of the pregnancy rates and because of the increased weaning weights, because we get more calves on the ground quicker because the cows are bred quicker. So yeah, it pays back.
And payback on the investment a producer makes in caring for his cows is what counts when it comes to growing a successful cow-calf operation. Reporting from South Carolina, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about how to implement a sustained nutrition strategy for your cattle and about any of Purina's products, just visit the website cattlenutrition.com.